I read this fascinating book called Climate Change, The Hockey Stick and the Climate Wars, by a guy called Michael Mann, who was basically subject to repeated personal attacks from...
He doesn't sound like a real person.
No, he's a very respected climate scientist. He was the guy who basically...
Michael Mann is a name that a kid comes up with.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a scientist.
Man.
Mr. Man.
It's got the powers of a normal human man. The proportionate strength of a human man.
Bitten by
a radioactive man. He's got the powers, the proportionate strength and speed of a human man.
Is Dad Man.
He'd basically been subject to these repeated attacks from Republicans in particular, who were just trying to discredit him, and so in so doing discredit the science that he'd done. It's kind of amazing actually just how much stuff went on. It was just unbelievable. I read something interesting on I think it was Reddit this morning. It was basically saying that the kind of, if we decided in 2000 to start cutting back on carbon emissions and take things seriously, then we would only have to start reducing emissions by, I think it was 2% per year. It's actually quite realistic. It was doable. Funnily enough, that was the year that Al Gore lost the US election to George Bush. By that absolutely tiny
did
margin.
he lose though? He didn't actually.
Yeah, that's
lose.
the thing. He didn't lose the election.
He lost the electoral college.
So in a way, that was one of the most potentially disastrous single electoral decisions in the history of humankind.
Well, yeah, but we didn't really have much to do with it, sadly. Us, I was 16 at the time, and in Sweden. Yeah,
I was 12.
16 and in Sweden.
Yeah, you never know. What am I making here?
Really? Why didn't you do something?
You go back in time to stop it, and you're like, I can't leave. I don't have a plane ticket.
So, right, why is Zanzibar declared war on me? Oh, Lewis, have you just taken over Zanzibar?
I'm afraid so.
You said at war.
Yeah, hang on, Lewis, why are we still at war?
Well, because you haven't asked for peace since you gave me that free settler very kindly
There we go.
early in the game. A deal has been proposed. I don't know if I want to be peace, because then I just have to denounce you later when I kill you.
Jesus.
When you put it like that...
You got the Cliffs of Dover.
They're not in.
That's a good song.
What?
Yeah, that's good.
You settled next to the Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah, because it was the one place that I physically could.
Oh, I tried to do the deal. Accept deal. Okay, there we go. We accepted peace, Simon. We're at peace. May there be peace in our
it's just given me the animatic that you've just declared war on me.
Oh, well, that's from a while
That's
ago.
how aggressive Lewis plays Civ. That's just even when I'm making peace, I'm still declaring war on you.
Classic.
You think Lewis is the most warlike? Because I think a lot of times he gets warred on.
Not necessarily. I think Lewis feels forced to do war because,
Lewis is the most competent.
Other people, Duncan, etc., would just hunt for science or culture victory. So he's like, well, fuck it, I'll just war him because I usually beat them in war. That's what I think he thinks.
Yeah, I think that's it. I tend to go to war. Depends what my victory condition is, but I tend to have my victory condition as science victory, and I just try and out macro you. And if you get ahead of me in the science game or the culture game or the religious game, and I have to kill you in order to win my slow science victory, I will do that. Because with my science, I'll have better tech than you usually.
Yeah, I think
I'll be able to just get better units.
I was going to say, I think Daltos is the most warlike.
Daltos loves the early war.
My first idea whenever someone makes me mad is...
Well, the thing is, I remember the first time Nick played Civ with us. He was always like, I don't understand. Well, someone just doesn't take out loose real early. And then he tried and failed. Oh, yeah. And the next game he tried and failed. And ever since then, he's had this thing, like a bulldog with a bone. It's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it one day. And he never does it.
I toadied one time. That was fun. I love history and I love reading about fallen civilizations that no one's ever heard of, and
that'll be the Maori in about 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's
optimistic. 6 hours.
Shave that back a bit. I wouldn't really mind being conquered. I'd instantly toady right over. Just be like, yeah, you're the new rulers.
In The Mummy, you'd be that guy that's like Imhotep's toady.
Yeah, instantly. What's the big deal?
Oh god, look at all these sea states. They're all down this end.
Yeah, right? Look at how impossible my situation was in terms of finding a place to settle.
How are you guys? I need to find these city-states because at the moment I'm not getting nothing.
It's like an entire peninsula of city-states.
Yeah.
Look.
I need to find it.
So Rivendell, there were 2 tiles there that were the only places I had to get to in order to make a city. Like, it was ridiculous.
What happened to my scout anyway? I must have died.
Well, I wonder what would happen if I'd gone east instead of west. Like, would my life have been a bit easier?
Probably.
Pandemonium. Dr. Simon,
Great
are you going to join the Yogs officially? # make Yogscast smart again?
Was it smart in the first place?
Right, smart again.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Was it smart back in the day? I don't know. That's the same question about America. Was America ever great in the first place?
Yes.
God, stop pondering me.
Exactly.
Oh, Twitch chat has just exploded. That's cool.
Cool. Zanzan says, Lewis, as a certified Turkish person, are you a Turk? Would that be okay to call you a Turk, or are you?
I think that would be the demonym.
Do you prefer Turkish? I guess Turkish. He said that. I guess it's the clues in the name. The Turkish spelling is Süleyman. There you go. Make kebab great again. Make kebab
I
great
made terrible
again.
kebabs last night. Completely overcooked.
Maka.
Thank you.
Maka.
Süleyman.
Not the hacker.
Süleyman.
The Maka.
I'm Süleyman. That's who I am. Süleyman.
Suleiman.
He's a nice looking man. I'm not sure why he's so famous. What did he do?
He conquered Istanbul.
Mali, I found them fucking Mali in the desert. Rythian, is this your second city? Very deserty.
Niani?
Lots of hills. Looks very nice.
Yeah, Walata. Yeah, that's
Looks
my
real
second
nice.
city.
You're getting only 2 food in the city centre? No. If you mouse over that, I'm sure it says more than 2 food on your screen, right?
It says, no, it's only 2 food. But it should be a lot more. Because it's supposed to give me like a lot of extra food for the thing.
It is, isn't it? Maybe desert hills don't
City
count.
centers gain 1 faith and 1 food for every adjacent... and there's shitloads of adjacent desert hills.
Well,
I don't know why it doesn't work, honestly.
Maybe it once you're working.
No, it's not. It's supposed to just
it
give
just
you
says
like
adjacent.
+6.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it says it in the maybe it says it in the food in the
Oh
city.
shit! I didn't know the scouts took builders and stuff. I thought they just ignored them.
They walk if they're going to walk. If they're blocking the way they would have gone.
Ah, bastard!
Yeah, they don't deliberately do it, but they can.
Bastard!
And I just got a great person. It is
Congratulations.
Bahasa, the
You
great writer.
Fucking
The
barbarians.
pyramids have been built.
These barbarians.
Yeah.
Shitlords just
finally did
They're
something.
murking my guys left and right.
my cocoa, my coffee, and they took my trade route.
My
Right.
trade route.
I need to start making some troops. These guys are getting on my nerves.
They taken my cocoa.
Horseback riding. We will have horsemen soon. Yes. You will die. Who's this? This is the Mali and the Maori. Just saying hello here. Hello.
Hello.
How far away from your homelands are you? Where my
Which one
scout
of us?
is. Hello.
Mali
hello.
and the Maori. Well, I don't know where.
I'm not over here.
That's not me. I'm not either of
I'm
those two
talking to you.
civs.
I'm talking to you. Hello, Maori Marley.
There's
What?
both of you
How's
have a
it
scout
supposed to be?
with Duncan, and you're not talking.
I just met you guys with a scout. How far is this from your lands?
Where is your scout?
Can't you fucking see it? It's next to your scout.
9, 10, like 10, 12 tiles away to the north.
Okay, that's good then.
And I'm building a city right for 5 tiles above you right now. So
Okay, I'm gonna put a city where my scout is. I think maybe.
okay, well that'll be pretty close to one of mine then. Why can I not make a city here? Why can I not found a city here? Is there a limit to the how far away from a city do you need to be?
Go on the settler lens.
I am on the settler lens. I should be able to found something.
3
here.
tiles away.
3 tile.
But this should be. I
their
should be able to make
border.
a city here. Why is
I
this?
guess 4 if you count the main one.
I don't understand. This won't make a city.
It can't be 3. It has to be 3 tiles away.
It is further than 3 tiles away.
from a city
Fuck.
city.
No, there's nothing there. God damn it! Now I didn't build something in my city as well.
Oh, it's all going wrong with Ian. You're fucking it up.
Well, it's because the game is fucking dumb. Like I'm supposed to build a city here.
Yeah, we know. It's a fucking dumb game.
Happens, doesn't
No,
it?
but I can't make a city. Why can the settler not make a city? I don't get it. Oh, Dark Age policy.
You can't set on your cities.
Yeah, can't train her by settlers. Or
Oh,
no.
The thing. All right, fair enough.
That feels bad, man.
No, it's cool. It's cool. He'll just chill there. I just need to know why it was happening. Like that. Now that I know what it is, it's fine.
Which policy
wait
did you
and change
pick,
it.
then?
It's fine. It was the one domestic trade routes +2/+2.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Here's some cool new features in Gathering Storm, says Falmore. If you nuke Canada, it doesn't declare war on them.
Then it's like, oops, sorry for being here.
Oh my god.
Get out of your way.
Holy shit, that's fucking amazing. Also, he says, the Incan mountain tunnels, the special Incan mountain tunnels, ships can use them.
You're kidding.
That's fantastic.
I guess that sort of makes sense. Although I guess like a nuclear submarine going through like an Incan mountain tunnel feels a little bit weird.
I like that. Stoke-upon-Trent.
That's me. I'm pink as fuck. I'm like bubblegum.
Is there a builder, a barbarian builder near you?
No?
Have you seen?
You've seen him. He got
He
taken
has
by
French-looking features.
Some barbarians took him, and then the barbarians got shot, but he decided he'd just sprint away from me rather than get saved.
This chance for freedom. He took it.
He really did.
Nah, I didn't seize him. I'll tell you if I get him, because we're twinsies.
Oh, whoopsie. I got a great scientist, but I don't actually have
there
a
he
fucking campus yet.
Oh.
How have you managed that?
How did he manage that?
Well, but I don't know. It's best not to say, really, isn't it? Let's build one.
Well, don't give. All right, then keep your secrets.
No, I don't really want to build it on the river because when it eventually floods, it'll get fucked up.
Yeah, never build districts on the river. I've learned that. Like it just fucks you. Like farms and things you can rebuild, but districts you have to rebuild every building. It's just such a ball ache.
Man, changing that trade route lost me a fair bit of food and production on the city, but needed to be done to build the city.
Gotta be done.
I guess
Gotta
this
be
is
done.
because you're Mali. The Niger Delta is like a big, like this is the river. This is the whole river system here. Is it a different river over on beneath Wallata, or is this same?
Yes, I have.
So if
I
that
have the Niger River here and the Gambia River here, and then later down here we have. No, this is still the same river actually, but it does split in the mountains.
Look, he's gone into my town again. He's like he's coming home.
Who is that?
It's my builder. I've like herded him back to my city.
You haven't got anything to capture him with.
I have. I just can't. He moves as fast as I do. With my warrior.
It's like that scene at the end of Hot Fuzz where there's two Voxel Astras chasing
got
each
inside-
other. Like,
he's
there's the
got
police car
inside-
and the other one.
Yeah, he's got inside the hanging gardens. He's just chilling out.
Okay. We're doing it. Oh, I've just built an absolute shit ton of workers. Hopefully this will be all I need for the next rest of this game. We'll find out. Inevitably.
Oh, he's left them now. I'll try and herd him back.
Trying to catch a toddler.
See, this is my special. I've got a special governor.
Oh,
Ibrahim.
Governor?
20% production to all military units in the city.
Oh, you got the garrison guy, yeah.
it's ironed out.
Garrison.
No, he's like a special guy. I got a unique governor.
Oh, you've got the Grand Vizier.
Yeah,
you've
the
got a
Grand
different
Vizier.
one.
Grand Vizier.
He's a bit weird. I don't really think he's very good.
Well, he has benefits with city-states, right?
All friendly units fighting within the city's territory gain +5 combat strength. All
Sounds
units within 10 tiles of the city centre gain +10 combat strength when attacking defensible districts. When establishing an allied foreign capital, your alliance points with the owner increase an extra 0.5. When establishing a foreign capital, grievances are reduced by 1. When establishing a foreign capital, none of the owner's cities exert
Sounds like
loyalty
he'll
pressure
be
on
good
your
against-
cities.
Like you're good with the AI, but not against other players.
Maybe.
So I've taken this risk and I've built a city right in the middle of every volcano.
Okay.
Now, the reason this isn't quite as risky as it is I have a governor. As soon as she gets promoted, she will get reinforced materials, which makes cities' improvements, buildings, and districts cannot be damaged by environmental effects.
Oh wow! And
So
but
that
also
would
we
be pretty
we did
cool.
turn down the disasters from last time as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that's why it might not be as crazy a risk as it is. Now she doesn't have that ability yet, so if it happens before she upgrades, might get fucked. But
is that city Kumbisale? Kumbai? I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Away to me.
Away, Kumbai. So that's a sheep keeping joke for anyone who's not from the UK.
yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
It's a sheepdog. Sheepdog joke.
It's a niche humour.
For all those country file fans out there, those country files.
All those middle class people who have never actually been to the countryside. Yeah. I hate country files. I really do.
Classic era ends in 5 turns, guys.
I think I got
Are you ready?
Golden Age coming up.
I've got to claim a great person. Got all these great writers that I'm claiming, but I don't have anywhere to put their writings.
How come you're getting so many great writer points?
Yeah.
Because I've got an amphitheatre and I've got a religious thing that gives me +1 great person per person of my pantheon per turn,
Right.
whatever. Per pantheon, per pernus.
Penis.
So I was looking up what I did. So, like I say, I did this video on how the climate system in this works. There's actually a few little things which I didn't even notice the first time around. So the amount of CO2 that gets put in the atmosphere is modified by how much forest is left in the world.
Right.
So if there's a lot of forest left, it actually reduces. It's like I saw a 20% reduction in CO2 uptake in the atmosphere because forests hadn't been cut down.
Oh.
And equally, yeah, I think if you deforest a lot, then you can add to it. You're effectively contributing carbon by doing that. I'm really impressed actually by how accurate it is. Obviously, they're never going to get it exactly right. There are quite a few emissions that are kind of notable by their absence. Like there's no natural cycles, which
as in it doesn't change on its own without interference.
Like an ice age.
Yeah, so over 6,000 years, you'd expect there to be a certain amount of variability. You'd expect there to be it's somewhat contentious about exactly how noticeable the effect was, but there was an event called the medieval warm period, and then a little ice age which occurred, which was basically like a tiny fluctuation in I say tiny. Some people say it isn't tiny. In global average temperatures, such that they were warm when it was around the European medieval period, and it was cooler in like the Victorian era. And so that's one of the reasons why some people will say that, actually, the warming isn't as bad as it is because it's just natural variability. We're just coming out of this natural cycle, which isn't true. It is 100% down to anthropogenic forcing. But they could have implemented that in the game, but it's one of those.
Yeah. So there would have been like a thing. Well, I don't know. Like as realistic as that would have been, would that be good for
really
gameplay? Like, randomly just gets worse, randomly just gets better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
It still is a game after all. Like it's good to have realistic and so on, but yeah.
Okay, I got some little artifacts put in, some great works.
I am. I see. You're getting some great works.
Got some works of writing and stuff.
Good for you.
Pleased
Sonny.
about those. Guilds.
God, Lewis, you're churning out the wonders. I keep getting notifications about
Yeah, we gave him.
I don't know if they're bugged out. I have at least one bugged notification.
Wait, who's building the wonder? Nick? Lewis?
Lewis. Yeah.
Lewis.
Yeah, I haven't built a single wonder.
Yeah.
I'm wonderless.
Wonderless.
Wonder boy,
And
what is the secret of your power? Lewis, tell us. What is
anyway,
the secret of
here's
your powers?
Wonderless.
Wonder boy.
Anyways.
Oh, well,
Won't you take me far away from the mucky muck now?
young nasty man. Fucking
Slice his throat and grab his scrote.
The fuck is this?
What are these references that only the British people are
fucking
understanding
British
here?
people.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious
It's
D,
Wonder Boy
guys,
by
come
Tenacious
on.
D.
Must have heard
Are they
that
a
song
British band?
before.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I
Jack
don't know these.
Black.
Were they like down in the Beatles era? I don't know.
Have you been watching?
Were they
Jablinski
jazz? Like
on
jazz? They
YouTube?
were jazz, right? Jazz?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. They came out of the Liverpool scene about the same
Yeah,
time
yeah,
as
yeah.
the Beatles did.
They came out of the Liverpool. Were they wet?
Yeah.
You need a towel.
It's like the primordial Liverpool.
Liverpool is a horrifying name if taken literally.
Yeah. Holy shit, yeah.
I'm not sure what the etymology of Liverpool is, actually.
A pool full of livers. You just dive into, squish around in.
Oh my God!